Y'all punching people in the face again in Chicago? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Y'all are punching people in the face in Chicago. Multiple women are getting punched in the face, and they have the culprit. So before we get to the culprit, all right, because I actually haven't even, let me see if they show the culprit on the cover photo. Let me see. Give me a second. Up! Up! I want y'all to tell me, all right, because I'm so tempted to go to the second video first. I'm very tempted to go to the second video first. Before we get to women getting randomly attacked in Chicago and punch their lights out by somebody, don't sit here and tell me that stereotypes aren't real. Don't sit here and tell me that stereotypes aren't real. Listen, I know y'all want to keep fighting the good fight and y'all keep on advocating and saying, oh, no, Anton, man, no, bro. Everybody that's doing it, they not really out here having dreads. Listen, all I can go by is what I see. All I can go by is what I see. Don't be surprised if you get less than stellar service or people don't want to sit you down at the restaurant, or they start to look at you crooked, or they just keep staring at you and they never turn their back at you if you just so happen to have this look. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Let's start with the first story. We're going to come back to this one. Yeah. I'm stereotyping. For all next year and the rest of this year, I'm stereotyping.
Only works downtown 1 day a week. Today, she's still suffering the consequences of that random attack. But it is what she found out about the person who prosecutors say did it that has led her to speak out.
He hit me with such force.
Sitting at home in Lake Villa today, Kathy Miles admits the last thing she remembers before her attack on August the 19th is walking past Block 37 in the Loop on the way to the Union Station.
I woke up and my coworker was standing above me saying, "You're okay, we're in the hospital, you've been assaulted."
She then passed out again.
The next thing I remember is my daughter Deanna saying, "Hi Mama, I'm here, you're okay."
And while she doesn't remember what happened, a colleague who was walking with her at the time told her this.
She had said this man came in between the two of us, shoved us apart, and then hit me in the face.
That punch left Miles with several broken bones in her face, as well as a concussion. According to police, she was assaulted by 32-year-old William Livingston. A record search produced 13 mugshots of Livingston going back to 2012. A large number of those arrests for aggravated assault and battery of both women and police officers, something Miles found out after the fact.
Like, what is enough? You know, what does someone have to do where he's going to be, they're going to be held accountable?
According to online records, Livingston's history of random acts of violence against women goes back 8 years. In 2017, he was accused of randomly attacking 2 women months apart.
I just want to mention that he has evolved. He has evolved over the years. He has evolved. It wasn't always like
where
this.
He's going to be, they're going to be held accountable.
According to online records, Livingston's history of random acts of violence against women goes back 8 years. In 2017, he was accused of randomly attacking 2 women months apart. Both cases were dropped.
Got a hell of a lawyer. Or maybe we just need to get with the legal system in Chicago. Let's continue.
In 2022, Livingston was sentenced to 5 years in prison after prosecutors said he punched and attempted to rob 4 women.
So, when I see overly aggressive, angry people with no profile picture in my chat talking tough to me, It's the people that like to punch women. It's the people that like to punch and rob women. Now, I can't even hold women accountable anymore for saying that they don't want to smile in public. They so scared. They scared. I think it's weird for men to tell women to smile in public in the first place. I just think it's weird to tell a woman that you don't know to smile, then she got to say, I think it's weird. I don't even know you well enough to smile. You know, somebody in the super chat asked Kim on After Hours the other day to smile. And I read all super chats, but it was so weird because it was like, then she was like, and it's like, that is, that's the weirdest request ever. I wish somebody would tell my daughter or my chick to smile. Like, nigga, who is you? Nigga, you smile. That is one of the weirdest things that I ever heard of somebody say. Like, smile. Hey, smile, baby girl. And people be thinking that junk is cool. Like, no, that's not cool. Thank you, Steve Johnson. What do you mean, smile? What does that mean? For what? Why? To make you feel comfortable? Nigga, I don't even know you. I didn't even say nothing to you. I don't know you. What you mean smile? Nigga, who is you? Tell your mama to smile. Punching on women. These are the type of guys that I think are the ones that talk so tough inside of the chat. This is them. This is them. This is him. That's what they say, Maria? Really? Dog. I think when I hear people say that, I'll be thinking to myself, man, that's a scary person. You might get punched in Chicago. Look at this guy.
Within 20 minutes in the loop. And yet, just 14 months later.
Look how he's evolved. So I know you're full of trauma. You grew your hair out, you cut your mustache and your beard at the same time. You grew your hair out, you cut your mustache and your beard at the same time. It's scary. It's just scary. All of these are signs of trauma.
Later, in 2000.
Arrested for hitting a woman while on parole.
In 23, while on parole, Livingston was arrested for hitting a woman in the face on North Michigan Avenue. And in 2024, he
punches a 15-year-old.
Sentenced to 100 days in prison after punching a 15-year-old girl, also on North Michigan Avenue.
I'm not going to let someone speak for me.
Somebody needs to get this dude off the street, bro. Permanently. And now look at him. He's full-blown older YN. Fully blown. He's evolved. He's a Pokemon. He's definitely a Pokemon. You're right, Chad. He's evolved. He's evolved. And this is the type of guy that y'all gonna take home to mama. Girl, he's so nice. He's reformed. He's not the same. He's not the same. I got me a strong black man. You ain't gonna take him to home to daddy because daddy gonna spot him immediately. Gonna take him home to mama. Girl, I got me a strong black man. He for the black community. He pro-black. He's for the black. He ain't gonna tell you about all of the 37 women he done punched over his lifetime. What kind of fetish is that? You like punching women randomly in the daytime?
Now to a CBS News Chicago investigation. 2 women randomly attacked, violently punched while just walking in Lincoln Park and the Loop.
Accusing the same man of attacking them and other women as well. CBS News Chicago investigator Dave Savini has been digging into his history, and he joins us now.
Joe and Erica, I spoke to 2 women today about the long record of their accused attacker, how we found for the last decade he repeatedly got arrested, prosecuted, had short or reduced sentences, and cases dropped. A revolving door that enabled him to be free to attack over and over again. You'll never forget that guy's face.
No. His eyes, his face, they're seared into my memory.
Ann Kearse says she identified this man, William Livingston, to police in a lineup after she was attacked in June in her Lincoln Park neighborhood.
You said Chisha says telling one to smile is not offensive. It is an old school term to make someone feel good about themselves. No, it's not. It's the thing that you used to tell your kids after you gave them a whooping and you told them to put a smile on your face before you go out there and you tell them strangers. That's the thing. That's what it is. It's not an old school term to make people feel good about themselves. No woman feels good about themselves in history from a stranger telling him to smile. Because it's not like they saying it as a term of endearment. They're not saying, oh, you so beautiful. Oh, man, I wish I could see your smile. They're not saying it like that. They saying, oh, girl, you so bad. Why you got a bad smile? That's why they saying it. It's the thing you used to tell your kids after they got done getting the whooping to smile before you go back out there with the rest of the people, and you better have a good attitude too. That's what it is. It's that type of endearment. I don't know what they taught you. I don't know who told you that. That is never, ever, ever how people feel. And it's 2025. Y'all better get with the times.
Along this stretch of Clark Street while she walked to a dental appointment.
He stood about this far from me and punched me and then kept walking north up the street.
Kearse says she suffered a neck injury and concussion.
It really hurt. I remember sitting in the emergency room and just like crying because it hurt so bad. And I was still so scared.
She hoped to hear from Chicago police about an arrest, but months went by. And then last week, she saw her accused attacker's face again, all over the news for another attack.
I saw his picture on the TV. And I had been fine, and then I just started crying because it was really unexpected to see him on the TV.
In the last year alone, she is the fourth person to accuse Livingston of a physical attack. He was arrested 3 other times for striking 2 women and a 15-year-old girl. Random attacks for simply trying to walk down the street from River North to here in the Loop. The police reports we uncovered about those arrests show Livingston is accused of whipping a random woman, then just days later, injuring the teen by elbowing her in the face.
Whipping a random woman? These are the type of monsters that y'all letting out. Because this ain't even, listen, I'm not going to blame this on Chicago people. I'm going to blame this on the Chicago system. Because it's no way that this dude should be walking around on the street after whipping random teenagers. He got a fetish for putting his hands on people, on women. You pulled your belt out and you whipped a random woman and then you elbowed one in the face right after that? Yeah, bro. For the system to continue to let this dude out and go free, you can't rehabilitate this guy. It's over. It's over. For the system to allow for this guy to
The
walk the
CBS
streets
News
is crazy to
Chicago
me.
investigators found the 32-year-old has been arrested 20 times dating back to 2012.
He broke my face. He hit me with so much force.
Kathleen Miles is his latest victim. Livingston is charged in her case. He's accused of blindsiding her last month, knocking her out cold.
I was on my way to the train station.
And came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, I have a break. It's just above where my jaw sets in.
We told her about Ann Kearse's attack and how she identified the same man 2 months earlier.
He has not been charged in her case, even though she picked him out of a lineup. And it was before.
Yo, what's wrong with the judicial system in Chicago? What is going? Is that all right? Is the whole city broke? And when I say broke, I'm saying broken, not like just broke financially. Because we know that Chicago is broke financially. We know that their budget deficit is crazy. We know that they begging the Trump administration and the federal, the local governments. We know that they broke financially, but is it broken? Is everything in Chicago broke? The politicians, y'all got 50 aldermen. You don't own your streets. The judicial system don't even protect women. Y'all advocate for the alphabet community and y'all spend hundreds of millions and billions of dollars on the illegal migrants. Is everything broken in Chicago? It's everything broken in Chicago and Illinois with the Safety Act. Bro, over 20 arrests. Over 20 arrests. 20. Not 2, 20 arrests. And he's still walking the street punching people with no consequences. That's why he felt like he can just keep doing stuff. He keep punching people. Good God. That's crazy. How, bro? How?
For you.
That is appalling to me.
Both women now share the same concerning questions.
Why isn't the system keeping this guy off the streets? Why do I have to be in this neighborhood and be afraid?
It makes me wonder that because there's no consequence for any of this type of behavior, that now it is getting bigger and worse.
In 2022, Livingston was given his longest sentence, 5 years in prison, but court records show he served less than 2 years.